Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Forest Women Fancast. We're here today to preview the hotly anticipated first game of our WSL 2 season against Newcastle at the City Ground at the weekend, which we're all incredibly excited for. Delighted today to be joined by Adam, season ticket holder for Newcastle United Women. Hi, Adam. How you doing, mate?
Hi, great. Yeah, it's good to be here. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome, mate. You're welcome. And of course, our resident statsman, marathon runner, and my fellow Forest ultra, Ollie Betts-Richard. How you doing?
I'm all right, thank you. I'm all right. I'm feeling it a bit on the knee at the moment. I had a bit of a knock yesterday, but I'm doing good. Buzzing for Sunday. Absolutely buzzing for Sunday. We've been waiting for this for so long time.
Yeah. Do you want to just quickly plug that, mate? I think this is a great opportunity to plug tell us all about what you're doing at the weekend. Other than watching Forest, obviously.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. So you threw me then. Yeah, well, I'm on the weekend. I'm only be running 5 miles, but I'm training for the Robin Hood Half Marathon at the end of September to raise money for the National Autistic Society. So we can put the link out there for if people have got a few pennies. And
Absolutely.
On that subject, Nottingham Forest have very kindly donated a signed home replica jersey for the season, signed by all the players from the women's first team, complete with the WSL2 patches and Eon Next logo as well. So it's a pretty cool thing, and that's going to be raffled for a minimum donation of £2, and people can get involved and enter a draw to own something that's pretty unique and really special, and something that I really want myself.
Yeah. Incredibly rare item for an incredibly good cause, I think it's safe to say. Okay, so get straight into it then. How excited are you for Sunday then, Adam? Forest against Newcastle.
Very. Like I said, it's been a long time. It's because obviously the women's season starts a lot further after the men's. So it's I'm used to having them both at the same time, but it's good to have both of them now though, because like I said, it's they're both like fists of the same club, aren't they? So it's good to have both of them at the same time. So, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, how would you describe sort of the end of your season last season coming into this one? Were you happy with where you finished? Do you think you achieved what you set out to do essentially?
Yeah, it was a bit of a mixed bag for different reasons because like Forest are now, it's like it was new to us because we haven't been in that season before. So it's like we didn't really know what to expect. Then we got into a good run. I thought, hey, maybe we're onto something good here. So maybe we could get one for promotion. Because if you look back at some of our results, a lot of them were draws. So if some of those draws were wins, then we could have actually beat the Lionesses to get promoted. So it was like very, very close. It was the same for like Durham as well. Durham got very close too. But like I said, that's football, isn't it? Like a few seconds here or there can give different results. So.
Exactly. It's all about fine margins, isn't it? Yeah. We're sort of kind of following in their footsteps, really, aren't we, Ollie? Wouldn't you say? Pretty much in the way that Newcastle sort of threw the kitchen sink at it. They've gone up. We did the same last year. So we're sort of like one step behind in a way, aren't we? Do you think that's fair to say?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Newcastle got a lot of unfair criticism when I was in Tier 3. I think there's a lot of fans, including myself, you look at that and you see a team that's investing so well, not just on the pitch, but off the pitch as well. Being a professional football team, I think everyone else in the tier was jealous of that. And, we went semi-pro and you saw the difference in quality and standards. And like you say, we've done that. So we've done that last season, and we got the reward for doing that. It's not easy. We went unbeaten, but we went unbeaten. But Newcastle only lost once when they went up, and that was to us.
I remember.
That was the season before. I think you beat us twice. I think. No, sorry. Yeah, we're talking about 03. We're talking about the promotion season, aren't we? Yeah, I think you beat us twice in that season as well. One behind closed doors. But yeah, Newcastle are a model to follow in a very similar vein to London City. London City are an independent club, so it's obviously slightly different. But in terms of clubs, you're looking at like a men's and women's football together. Newcastle are absolutely a benchmark that teams like Forest should be looking to follow. I've got nothing but respect for what they've done, and especially keeping hold of Becky Langley as well. She's done incredible. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing Newcastle.
Yeah, massive club, and I'm really glad that you've invested so much in your women's team now, and it's absolutely reaping the rewards. Obviously, the most recent fixture between the two clubs was last year in the FA Cup 4th round. And it's safe to say that we pushed you all the way pretty much, only losing out to that spectacular goal by Yasmin McQuaid, wasn't it? Quite late on. I thought we did pretty well, considering that obviously we're in a tier below. Were you at that game, Adam?
The
cup game against Forest.
Was that the away one? My memory's a bit mush now.
That was the one at home.
When you beat us 1-0.
Last season at home, sorry, in the FA Cup.
Oh, yeah.
I think that might be the one where you met Lisa and Ray, yeah.
That's right, yeah. I was thinking the one before where you beat me. Yeah.
There's so many, isn't there? They all kind of,
I know, yeah.
It's hard to differentiate, but yeah.
But yeah, you're right, yeah, that's right.
Did you think you deserved to win that game? What were your thoughts on Forest that day? Do you think we matched you?
Yeah, I think it did come down to the wire because, like I said, if 3/4 of that match, it was like even Stevens. But sometimes, like I said, that's the quality of football. Just takes that one moment which can change everything.
Yeah. What do you reckon, Ollie?
Yeah, I think
that bad stream that we had to watch.
Yeah, it was difficult to watch. It was difficult to watch technically, like literally to watch. It was more difficult, but from what I saw,
yeah,
I think we did put a cushion. I think it was Mel that had a decent chance from the right wing. I don't know if that was before or after the goal. I can't remember, but I think we put a good account in for ourselves. But again, it's those margins that we've talked about. I watched some Newcastle games from the promotion season, and the one that always stands out to me was West Brom at home, and I don't think Newcastle had it all their own way, but you can see the difference in standards. What got Newcastle over the line then, and that's what got them to the WSL2 now. And I think we can probably give them a game again. I don't think we put many feet wrong, but you could see definitely the difference in quality, the investment that Newcastle put in, and I don't see any reason why we can't do that again on Sunday.
I think the credit you have to give to someone is you have to give credit to Amanda Stabley when she was still at the club, because she was the main driving force behind the women's football, because she said when she was younger herself, she didn't have those opportunities. So when she got into a moment of power to do something with the money she had, she invested into the women's team. It was her idea, said, let's have the women at St. James's Park and see what happens. So the first time the women ever played St. James's Park ever, Sue got over 20,000 people at St. James's. And though St. James's holds 52,000, but have 20,000 in a tier 4 match is amazing.
Yeah, that's incredible.
That just gives me goosebumps. Especially the tier 4 match. But in a tier 2 match, that's incredible. But when it just shows the level of the level of commitment that your fan base has, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Alex Town, I think it was, we beat them 4-0, I think, back in 2022.
Amazing stuff. And look at you now. Just bringing it back to this season then, if you think about the quality that Newcastle have now brought in, I mean, I've been incredibly impressed and not surprised, to be honest, with the signings that you've made. Like, obviously, Jordan Nobbs, what a signing. I mean, me and Ollie were talking, we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves, but end of last season, we were talking about potentials that we could sign, and she was one that we would thought, oh God, we'd love to sign her, that it could possibly have happened. And then we've seen you guys have signed her. Makes a lot of sense. She's come back home essentially. Although I think, is she from Sunderland? Actually, from Sunderland, not from Newcastle. But anyway, she's come back to North East. Yeah, wasn't she? Sunderland girl, isn't she? Yeah. And Aoife Mannion as well. Fantastic, from Man United, I believe. I mean, who's been your favourite signing then so far, Adam? Who are you really excited to see?
Probably Nobbs, and also the most recent one, which we got like an hour ago, Georgia Fox from Chelsea on loan.
Yeah.
Although she does rival my favourite player, because my favourite player currently is Charlotte Potts, who's still injured. So I do have that bit worry, but there's no reason that you get two in defence, don't you? So maybe because both centre backs,
Yeah.
But like I said, Chelsea's on fire in the WSL, and they're favourites to win that. So if we're getting someone from them, then it's good, really, isn't it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's like Amy Claypole that we've just bought from Chelsea. Very, very excited, and it felt like she was someone that we were desperate to get the signature of, wasn't she, Ollie? And we can't wait to see her. I think she's going to do really, really well for us. So who else do you think we should watch out for on Sunday then, Adam? Any other particular players?
Mostly the new ones, definitely. But Jasmine Quaid again, just because she's seems very versatile. I mean, you've seen yourself from what you did last time, Who with the new signings, I think that's going to be like an exciting new recipe. So.
Yeah.
But again, we'll just have to wait till kick-off and see what happens.
Yeah, definitely. What about you, Ollie? Who are you looking forward to seeing at the City Ground in black and white?
Jordan, she's an icon of the game, but it's easy to forget that Newcastle have still got the likes of Demi Stokes in their team as well.
Yeah.
And that's another one I'm jealous of. I'd love to see. I can't wait to see those players on Sunday. I don't know a lot about the new players, to be honest, but if you're getting players from the likes of Chelsea, you're getting quality. You're getting quality, at least quality potential there. But I think, as Adam's already said, Jordan Nobbs stands out to me. That it's the sort of signing that we had with Kate Longhurst last season. It sort of sets the tones for how good this team's going to be.
It came as a surprise for us as well, because when the transfers came out and the players came released, there were some big shocks for Newcastle fans. So we lost Amber Stubbs to Dum. None of us saw that coming, because she's an adopted Geordie. Like literal middle name's Keegan, as in Kevin Keegan, the manager.
Brilliant.
So that's why she always put the heart into the game. So a lot of us were disheartened at first because we didn't know what was happening, But that's football, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's a really interesting point though, because you've been on that trajectory where you got 2 straight promotions, I believe, and we've made that step now, and not just the promotions, but the step through the professionalisation of the team. How has it been as a fan watching that change from being in tier 4 and having the players there, and obviously one that came to us, Bridget Galloway, and then she's left us now, but that sort of turnover of players that you sort of enjoy watching, and then they're just gone.
Yeah, Katie Barker's another one, if you remember Katie. Katie's been there for a very long time. There was a lot of emotions with a lot of the fans who've been there for a long time. So I remember watching Katie myself back, I think it was 3 years ago now, when we played Man United away, which turned a lot of heads, because when we went to the sports village for Manchester United, we took 3 full coaches of fans. And that was unusual at the time. So we got a round of applause off Manchester United themselves for that as well. But Katie was there in the starting 11, but now she's gone,
Oh, I hate that when you fall in love with a player and then they go elsewhere. I mean, we're still crying over Kate, aren't we, Ollie?
Yeah, we've lost Leno, and we've lost
Leno as well. Obviously, there's many.
We've lost other popular players that have been with us since the sort of amateur days, really, and that many fans may well have done a decent job at tier 2, but it's not just about football, is it?
No, well, of course not. So going back to the game then, and this season as a whole, would it be safe to say that Newcastle are definitely wanting promotion? Well, of course they want promotion this season, but are you confident that they'll get promotion this season?
I think so. They'll definitely be pushing for it. It's all just comes about getting the new players to gel, isn't it? Because, like I said, football's a team game, isn't it? I mean, if you want a group of a team together, not just a group of individuals, don't you? So as long as they get the gel and get the heads down and go running, I don't see why not. But we've got some strong competition, because Durham's got a lot of new players as well, some of ours. Birmingham's not going to be a pushover. They want to get up as well, so it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be incredibly competitive, isn't it, this season? Massively. I mean, every year it steps up a gear, and the players that these teams are signing now is just different level, isn't it?
Yeah.
But would you have expected to see the likes of Demi Stokes last season playing in WSL2? someone that's won the Euros with England. You don't expect that, but that's the level now. The level of the game is just expanding. The levels and the quality of the game is expanding so well.
One of the good things about women's football, I think, is for Newcastle, it feels a lot more personal because obviously at the final whistle, a lot of the players come to the stands and you can interact. I did one more special than that when it came to February this year. I did away to Southampton, so I was at St Mary's. I flew from Newcastle to Southampton, went to see the match, and on the same day I flew back. It turns out the actual team was on the flight back, so I was sitting there demonstrating the flight back. I was like, yeah.
Oh, I love that. I absolutely love. Did you chat to them?
Because
I
got some pictures. Yeah, and I said to Becky Langley, I said I spent 3 months saving for that flight, and I got a hug.
Oh. That's so cool. I love stuff like that. That's brilliant. That's what fans want, isn't it? Just bumping into your hero. Yeah. Although, to be fair, I always just get really, really shy and don't know what to say and then feel really embarrassed. Just generally like, oh, I'm too old for this kind of scenario. You know, what am I doing? But yeah, I do. It's fun, isn't it? It's really good fun. Okay, then. Sunday. Huge first game for both teams, I think. Massive. I mean, considering that Forest have only just come up to the WSL 2, our first season in Tier 2. Massive game to start. And we really want to get off to a good start as well. We really want to, get a foothold in this league. Personally, I would take a point all day long against a very strong Newcastle side. What about you, Ollie? I'll come to you first.
I'll take a point now. I don't think we're going to go out all guns blazing, but I don't think we're going to sort of sit in a block either. I don't think that's Carly's style. So, I think we'll see something similar to what we saw in the FA Cup last year. Obviously, we want to win the game, and you want to win, especially at home. But our record against Newcastle at home isn't great.
Yeah.
So, I'd take a draw, but I want to win.
Yeah, of course. What about you, Adam?
Well, form has been a bit iffy recently. I don't know if you've seen our friendlies, but we recently lost 2-0 away to Bristol last week. So they've got some rust to shake off. But if they'll go all guns blazing, I could see Newcastle winning 3-1. But it depends on how ready they are. Like I said, we've got new signings. Some have come in today, so it all depends on how much they gel. Forest could take advantage of that because they're still gelling, but like I said, it all depends really.
Yeah, we've got a lot of players to gel in. We do have a lot of players to gel in, and I think a lot of other teams do as well. But when I've looked at sort of a lineup, I think we could probably see a lot of that. We've got a lot of quality that came with us from the end of last season that I think may well be able to help us out on Sunday, and that definitely help the newer players gel.
Yeah, I think everybody's in the same boat, aren't they? And the other thing is when you've got these players that have come along right at the end of the window, we just signed Viv, haven't we, from Arsenal on loan, and you guys, obviously, Georgia Fox, for instance, they haven't really had, I don't know how much of a pre-season they've had at their parent club, but they've got even less time to come in and kind of gel with the girls. So, yeah, unknown quantity, isn't it? I think that is the magic formula. If you can hit the ground running, like we did last season, I think we did that really, really well. Then you're on to a winner. And if you can get those points on the board early doors and sort of, make a real kind of statement on the league early on, I think that's what it's all about. And I would love to see Forest do that on Sunday, but I think it's going to be a very tough game. And as I say, I'll be very happy with a 1-1, which is my prediction. We've actually got I asked Ollie what he thought our lineup would be, and this is his. I'm just going to pop this up here. I'm wondering whether I have to do... let's keep it at that. Right, so you've got Emily Batty in goal, Molly Green and Georgia Brown at the back, Nat Johnson and Kirsty Smith fullbacks, Freya Thomas, Amy Rogers and Holly Elding in midfield, Charlie and Casey on the wings with Mel up front. What do you think behind that, Ollie? Why did you go for those players?
It's difficult when we've brought in so many new players, and we've got several forwards now. We play last season and the season before we played one up top. So it's difficult to try and find how all the new players fit in. And what we've seen of Carly over the last couple of years is consistency is very important to her. So I can see a lot of the newer players, particularly the latest ones, having to find their way into the team. I think there's a lot of players in there like Molly, Nat, Freya, Charlie and Mel, and Holly as well, that Carly trusts. The faith that Carly put in Mel last season to get us over the line, I can't see that changing. I think she's earned that right to start the season. So sort of the TLDR of that is, I think what Carly will go for is at least some consistency in the team from what we had last season, so we can try and hit the ground running.
Yeah. Funnily enough, I went with similar thinking, actually. So this is mine. So I've got Emily in goal, Molly Green and Georgia Brown again at the back. Nat Johnson, Kirsty Smith the same. Holly Olding in that familiar holding role in front of the back four. I've got Rachel Rowe on the left of midfield, Freya Thomas on the right, Shani Boy-Halorka on the right-hand side on the wing, Charlie Wellings on the left behind Mel Johnson. And my thinking on this was exactly the same, in that having those familiar players, because I don't think you can start with a whole new team, can you? I mean, I think that might be slightly suicidal. Well, who knows? It's an interesting concept, but I think if you've got that spine of the team, a really important spine of the team, players like Nat, Emily Batty, Holly Olding as well, I think, who did wonderfully well at the end of last season, and Freya, and Mel proved us in the latter part of the season. So, but I think Kirsty Smith and Georgia Brown are definitely going to slot into the side. I think they're givens. Charlie Wellings as well, I think she's going to stick with. And I've got a feeling that she got with Shani on that right-hand side. And someone like Rachel Rowe for the experience as well. But as we say, it's going to be a really interesting... we haven't even named our captain yet either. I don't know whether you know this, Adam. Our beautiful captain who we adored, Lindsay Harkin, has departed the club and gone to Wolves. And there's a little special, by the way, coming out very soon. It's been slightly delayed, but it will be coming out very soon. So watch the space, people. So we're waiting to see who our new captain is. Lindsay was captain for about 5 years, I believe. So it's a long time. So it's a big change for us. But that's yet to be announced. So that'll be really interesting. Yeah. Sunday, cannot wait. Lots and lots of change, but I think it's going to be a really, really good crowd, and I'm really, really excited for it. So I know we sort of touched on it a little bit there, but guys, I'm going to go round. Score prediction, Ollie?
2-2.
Like that. And who's going to score?
Charlie. Okay.
I think that's a safe bet, mate. Yeah.
If we can back anyone in our team, it'll be Charlie Wellings.
Yeah, 100%. And what about you, Adam?
I still think 3-1, but like I said, it'll probably be different. But at the minute, my heart says 3-1. I still think Una Sevenis, if I'm saying him correctly, the Finnish striker with the Scot, I reckon she'll get one, and I think Nobs will get one as well. Yeah,
I think that's another really good safe bet. And just out of interest, where do you think you might finish this season then? Do you think you'll be champions? You got a chance of being champions this season?
Well, we'd like to be champions, but as you know, the structure's changed this season. There's going to be 3 teams going up instead of 1.
Yeah.
But so just like with the men's championship, you want to be in the top 2. You don't want to be in the 3, 4, 5, because then you go to Wembley for a playoff, and nobody likes the playoffs. You rather get the job done and go up. So
yeah. Oh, we know about that, don't we, Ollie? We'll know too well about that. A couple of seasons ago when we won the league and then played Watford in it, it just all went wrong, didn't it? Unfortunately, all collapsed. But thankfully, here we are. Had a nice ending in the end. Listen, guys, it's been absolutely lovely to talk through this with you. I cannot wait for Sunday. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. Do you think you're going to have a good amount of fans coming into the City Ground on Sunday, Adam?
Yeah, more than likely we always do. I think we take like 3,000 average, I think. I'm at almost every away match when I do. But like I said, it all changed when Amanda Staveley came in and made them full time. You've seen yourself when the lasses playing more, you get better results. So we just drove bigger crowds. And my first match ever was the first one against Alnwick Town at St James's. I think it's 22,000, and it's just been going ever since. So when we got promoted, when we got promoted to the championship, that was full house. I think that was over 5,000 people at Kingston Park. We're not at Kingston Park anymore, by the way. We're at Gateshead. Reason being is because Kingston Park's artificial grass. For WSL, you need to be in the grass pitch. That's why we got moved to Gateshead International Stadium, in case people are wondering why.
Right, yeah. Do you know what? Something I've never been, actually. I was just going to quickly say, before I forget, and we've got this chance, that I absolutely, me and Ollie and the rest of the Forest fans, actually, we love your flags. We love your support, and we really want to emulate that, don't we, Ollie? That's what we're trying to do. It's just wonderful, and it's fan-led as well, isn't it? Don't you all kind of chip in and sort of do your own designs and buy your own flags and stuff?
That's right. The organisation is called War Flags, so WOR flags. But yeah, it's all fan-made. Everything you've seen, not just for the women, but for the men as well. All the Champions League flags, everything. Yeah. Unfortunately, even the ESAC one, but I won't get into that. That was all fan-made as well. But yeah, the whole thing.
Less said about him at the moment, I guess.
Yeah. But you get what I mean, though. It's like the whole thing. But
bit of
I remember when you came to play us when you was in Tier 3, and the noise was brilliant. You was at that game as well, Holly. I'm sure I saw you at that game.
Yeah.
Amazing. Like, if we could get even slightly to those levels, I'd be over the moon, to be honest. I think your support is fantastic. And even with the men, I mean, I went to St James's Park for the first time, our first match back in the Premier League, and I was incredibly impressed. And the fans were wonderful as well. Like, they were all mingling with each other in the pubs around the ground as well, and I thought that was really nice, really welcoming, really lovely fans. And I hope we can reciprocate on Sunday when you lot come down and you enjoy yourself. I hope it's a good game, and I hope there's lots of goals. Obviously, I hope Forest win, but I would take a point. Really looking forward to that one.
We have some breaking news.
Oh, do we? What's the breaking news?
We've just announced a new signing as well.
Oh, let's have a look.
We've announced a short-term loan for January for Kari Garcia.
Oh, wow. See, I love this. How cool is this? Breaking news as we are recording. This is fantastic.
I was literally just spamming refresh on the on X. It literally announced a minute ago.
We were saying, we were wondering whether there might be like a little last minute acquisition, little cheeky signing right on deadline day. Here
How
we
many
go.
forwards do we need? We're playing like 5 up top this season.
Yeah, we're going for it. Hope you've got a good defensive look for some. Excellent news. Love it. Absolutely love it. Right then, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much, Ollie.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Adam. I can't wait to meet you at a game soon, mate. And thank you so much for your time. And best of luck on Sunday.
Thank you.
See you later.
Cheers.
Bye.
See ya. Bye.